Welcome back, number 2. You remember when I said that I was going to talk about Job Corps in another video? Well, I'm going to talk about it with this. So, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mico, and we're going to talk about Job Corps. Now, I don't know if you heard about Job Corps. Job Corps is a federally funded program for the ages of 16 to 24, I think, because I'm not reading anything. I'm just going off the top of my head. Now, when I went, because I graduated from high school, and I'm going to do a different video to talk about that. I was supposed to go to the Army, but I chose to go to Job Corps instead. Now, when people hear the word Job Corps, they think of, oh my God, I'm not sending my kid there. That's a bad place. They do this. I didn't have those issues. Now, I'm not saying, fighting didn't happen. I'm not saying that people didn't steal stuff out your room. I'm not going to say that, oh, you had rough roommates. But I had good experiences when I went to Job Corps. I went to the location in Cleveland, Ohio. And I actually met people then that I'm still interacting and I have some best friends like through that program that I still keep in touch with to this day. Great friendships. And I had a great experience. So Job Corps was like my pre-college experience. I left Chicago, went to Cleveland, Ohio. I stayed in a dorm because the class, the location where I was, it was kind of different. So it was one big building, and it was the classes on the bottom and then the dorms on the top. So on the higher floors, you had the dorms. And I never had to come to the classes below because I was a graduate. So for the people who came like to get their GED or had to do something else, they stayed on site. I was in a program where I had to go off site. And, it was a good program. I mean, I learned a lot. I learned how to type. I learned other office skills. And if this program was for 51-year-olds, I would be there right now. I would be there right now. Because the experience and the time that I had when I was there, I would love to relive those moments. And I think while I ended up being a commuter student when I was an undergrad and grad student, it's because I already had my pre-college experience with Job Corps. Now, it was a little bit different too because they would come in and do room checks. So they would come in, check your room, make sure your bed was made. There had to be 4 corners and all that. And it's funny because I learned that there. And so because of time, we had to take the bus to go off because I went off site. So I had to take the bus to go to my classes. So in order to save time, because I think when I first came there, I was in a 7-man. They call it a 7-man room. So it was 7 people in that room. And then I dropped to a 5-man, and then I went to a 3-man, and then I ended up being in a 2. So it was just me and the other person. And it's great because there's only one bathroom. Can you imagine you have 7 beds in one in one room with one bathroom? So I learned how to, oh my gosh, I got to share a bathroom. I already came from a family and from other places where I didn't have a bathroom and I had to share with other people. So now I got to do this all over again. That's a whole nother video too. But no, the pre-college experience that I had with Job Corps, I learned so much. Like, I just wish that more people, when they hear the word Job Corps, that they would embrace it and not assume just because you heard horror stories or seen stuff on social media that you know your kid will have that. Now, I had some great times, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm smiling because it's like, if I can go back again, I would. I mean, I think this is a program that people overlook because of the negativity that's associated with it. And I just wish that people would go for themselves and, you know, see what the program is about and give it a chance. Because if not, they're going to close them anyway, right? They're going to take the money out of that education. They're going to take the money away from the funding and like put it elsewhere. So I don't want to say I'm a product of Job Corps, but going to Job Corps to have my pre-college experience started me on my journey of, let's just say, leadership. I would say that. I learned a lot of things, a lot of good skills. And I would never ever be ashamed. It's people to this day that I know that are ashamed. They would never say that they went to Job Corps. But I would never be ashamed to say that I went to Job Corps. And could it be because I already graduated and then I went to a program offsite? Would I feel the same way if I was made to go or I had to get a GED? I came in with a high school diploma. But moving forward, I would never be embarrassed or afraid to say that I attended Job Corps for 9 months and I completed the program. And that's how I got my first real job. So if you have kids in Job Corps or if you had experience in Job Corps, let me know which location were you. You know, were you at the Cleveland Job Corps location on, was it Carnegie Street? Can't remember. But Bone Thugs and Harmony, they lived like around the corner. And we couldn't go there. And I remember going to the flats. We used to go to the flats a lot. So if you're familiar about the flats and what I'm talking about, the Cleveland Browns, that stadium, whatever, if you're familiar with all that and you're from Ohio and you're watching this, you're like, oh, okay, they may not have that building right there. And I have like the pass, because we had to have like a pass to leave, to like a leave pass to go out for weekends or whatever. It's packed up. I don't have it. But yeah. Good times. Good times. So I told you on this channel that I will share a lot about like my past experiences and things that I went through, and you know, share a little bit more about me so you can get to know more, to learn more about me. That's all. Anyway, all right, so that's the second video. Good times. All right, let me know in the comments below about your pre-college experience, and let's get this conversation going. See you in the next video.